Let's talk about the next family from morphology of flowering plants. The next family will be of Compositae. Or we will be calling it as Asteraceae. So let's see. So coming to the Asteraceae, the very known example will be of sunflower. Right. So in sunflower, we see the flower. That flower is not actually a true flower. That is an actual inflorescence. And this will comes under the inflorescence called capitulum or head inflorescence. Which will comes under racemose. So in racemose inflorescence, one of the type of inflorescence is capitulum head inflorescence, where the entire floral peduncle is condensed to form the head-like structure bearing the flowers. And in this inflorescence, you have two kinds of flowers. One is disc florets and other one is ray florets. So let's talk about the disc florets and ray florets separately. So here coming to the gynoecium. So we have this gynoecium is inferior ovary or epigynous. Okay, so here we have a very interesting thing about the disc florets. So let's talk about the very first thing about the disc florets. So coming to the disc florets, coming to the floral formulas, floral formula and floral characters, they are bracteates, actinomorphic, we'll see with the comparison part, then it would be very easy for you for understanding. Ray florets, disc florets and ray florets. So both are these also bracteate, and this is zygomorphic. And in case of this is bisexual, bisexual, and here it is unisexual or neutral, or we call it as neuter. Unisexual, that too pistillate. Unisexual, that too pistillate, or neuter, no any floral parts, no sex organs. Coming to the very first one, calyx. The calyx is been modified into a hairy appendages, which we call it as pappus. You can see this pappus in case of the fruit called, I am writing in the center, Cypsella. Or you will be having the fruit and the hairy appendages, which we call it as pappus. Like the same thing, pappus is present. If you take this, the calyx, pappus, which is been reduced as a hairy structure, which we call it as pappus. And next, corolla. We have 5 petals and gamopetales. Here also, coming to the corolla, 5 petals, gamo, but all the 5 will be fused to form one lingulate structure, tongue-like structure. All the 5 are fused to form a lingulate structure. Okay, lingulate means tongue-like structure. That's why we call it as ray florets. In disc florets, all are arranged as a whorl. So this is arranged as a full whorl. This is arranged as one petal, like fused to form one petal as a as a tongue shaped. That is the difference. Coming to the next thing, androecium. Androecium, very interestingly, it is very special feature, syngyneaceous, or you can also call it as synanthus. Syngyneaceous or synanthus, which means the anthers are fused and filaments are free. Anthers are fused, but filaments are free, right? In this scenario of ray florets, androecium 0, there are no anthers, so that's why no need to write anything. And next, coming to gynoecium. Under gynoecium, the ovary is inferior ovary, or we call it as epigynous. We have one carpel with one ovule, basal placentation. And here also the same, you have inferior or hypogynous, one carpel, one ovule and basal. So let's write the floral formula for this, both ray florets and disc florets. First we'll write for the disc florets. So whatever you are seeing will indicate the pappus because it is highly reduced. This is pappus, and the same you have to draw for ray florets also. So this is the ray floret, and here also we have the pappus. And next, here we have the 5 petals. If you see, the 5 petals are being united. One, two, three, 4 and 5. All are united, gamopetales, and here if you see, all the 5 are united to one direction like a chain. So this is the tongue-like arrangement. These are the ray florets. These are the disc florets. So if you see, the petals are arranged as complete round disc. Here the petals are arranged to one side like a tongue. And these are epipetales And coming to the next thing, here we already have seen the anthers are fused, the filaments are free. So you have to draw like a chain where the anthers are fused and filaments are free, and this is epipetals. So I am drawing a line. Here there is no any anther, so no need to draw anything. And finally we have the gynoecium part. We have only one one ovary, means one pistil with one ovule. Here also you have one ovary with one ovule. And we have to represent the mother axis here. And let's write the floral formula. So these are bractate, PR, and for ray florets floral formula. These are also bractate, and here we have zygomorphic. Sorry, this is actinomorphic, and here we have the zygomorphic, bisexual. Here it is unisexual, pistil or neuter. And the next thing is calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Here also calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. And we already know the ovary is inferior. Or most of the families the ovary is superior, but for in this scenario the ovary is inferior. And we have only one. And this is pappus, calyx is pappus. And in both the scenario you have 5 corolla, 5 are fused in both cases. Here in androecium we have 5 anthers. So synanthers, so we call it as synanthers, are syngynaceous, which are anthers are fused and filaments are free. Here there is no anything, so that's why we are writing it as 0. So this is the floral formula for ray florets as well as for disc florets for Compositae or Asteraceae, right? Thank you.